What I consider was a few things, the presence of that rapper, of that artist, like how many times they dropped, whether it's albums, whether it's features on a single, the quality of their verses. Those were all those all played the factor in me choosing, and the come up as well. From an artist being not well known to now they have my full attention every time they drop. That also played a role in me picking this, bro. So that's how I came up with my top 10 for 2022. So 10, Absol, bro.
You got Absol at 10.
I got Absol at 10.
Got
9,
you.
I got Drake at 9.
This guy got Drake at 9.
I got JID at 8.
Jeez, run it. Jid at 8, that's not bad.
7, Ransom. 6, Rome Streetz.
Rome, okay.
5, Nas. 4, Kendrick.
K. Dot at
3,
4.
King Los. Westside number 2, Westside Gunn, that is. And number 1, we got Conway the Machine.
Conway. All right, hold on.
Yeah, fam.
Let me take this in.
That's how I got it.
Hold up.
That's how I got it.
So you say you got Absol at 10?
I got Absol at 10.
Dope. Herbert Drop played a huge role, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Guy got Drake at 9.
Yeah, I got Drake. You know what?
You gotta explain that one.
The Drake is because I know he didn't. That honestly, never mind. Was not a rap album. It wasn't. But he's a rapper and he put out music. He put out a whole project. He put out 2 projects, and on that he was rapping.
Bro.
He was rapping in some of the songs, bro. Especially Jimmy Crooks. So I had to give it to him for the 2 albums he dropped, and you
got Drake at 9.
Yeah, and then the features. He had features throughout the entire year as well.
You sound defensive, my guy.
I have to be, bro. I have to, because every time I say Drake, is you try to challenge me.
I don't do shit.
To.
I don't.
Hey,
I just say, yo, is it Drake? You sure you said Drake?
It's Drizzy.
All right, cool.
It's Drizzy. Ransom and Rome Streetz, it was interchangeable when it comes to their position, the order. But Rome Streetz, what Rome Streetz did for me, the reason why I have him higher than Ransom, is because Ransom. He dropped 3 albums, I think 2 really, but what Rome Streetz did last year leading up to 2022 and then dropping that King Kiss the Ring album, the feature run that he was on Westside Gunn, he was on practically everybody that was in that lane of rap that he is in, with Ransom, the Griseldas, the Conway. He was a feature somewhere there, and so I was hearing so much of him, and every time I heard him, it's like, yo, this guy's getting better. Or I'm just now tapping into his type of style, and so I had to give him the upper hand over Ransom for this one still. But I expect Ransom to be dropping hella music this
I'm
year.
not even mad at the Rome over Ransom, for real. Rome Streetz is a monster.
Nas, the reason why I give him 5 is because his longevity, bro. They had to play a huge role in why he's in that position, the longevity, and then on top of that, to add on to the longevity, the rapping style has either slightly evolved a little bit, or he's just getting better with age.
Los at 3 kind of surprised me. I kind of slept. I didn't sleep on the drop. I slept while making the list, but I'll say my list in a second. Los at 3. That was a good. I'll say that's a good catch. I missed that.
For me, I agree. When I caught it, I was like, wait, this is not albums no more. This is just rappers. So if you drop the mixtape, you could be considered in this list. And so I was going through our Patreons. I'm like, yo, what did we do, bro? What did we do? And I seen King Los. I'm like, yo, yeah, we have to make 2 whole videos for it, because the bars, the lyricism, everything that he has as like a technical skill, he had it, bro. That entire tape was fire, bro. I couldn't.
The CEO, Westside Gunn at 2.
I
think people gonna want an explanation for that one.
That one,
Westside, that's pretty high for Westside Gunn.
I know, but I had to give it to him. I think it was number 10 as soon as I heard it. I said the same thing in the top 22 albums of the year. As soon as I dropped the first listen, I was screaming, "Hey, album of the year!" Peace Fly God was another one that he dropped that same year. He dropped 2 albums that could have been in my top 2022 albums of the year.
Yeah.
And the same reason for Conway. Conway did the same thing. He dropped 2 albums in 2022. And
you had Conway at 1.
At number 1. So he dropped 2 albums in 2022 that both of these guys, for me, were my top 2 rappers for 2022 still.
Hear you. The first thing I went to was technical ability that I saw during the year, or that I heard during the year. Then I went to like a similar category to what you mentioned, presence, like how often did their name pop up? How often did I see them? And then I went to impact. Like so, even if you popped up one time, how much did that impact the space? You know, the field. You know, that was a big category for me. And then lastly was a little bit of, like, if you want to call it relevance or commercial success, like how much did your shit move, like shake shit up. Like, but based on that, I went 10 Jay-Z, 9 Conway, 8 JID, 7 Push, 6 Rome, 5 K. Dot, Kendrick Lamar, 4 Ransom, 3 Black Thought, 2 Lupe, 1 Nas. That's how I went with it.
You know what, the Jay-Z one, I'm not gonna say I'm surprised. I am surprised, but I'm not surprised. Because I had him initially, he was on my list. I'm like, yo, this guy dropped, he didn't even drop an album. He just showed his face like what, 3-4 times?
It was 3 or 4, yeah.
3-4 times, but two of the 4 times those verses it traveled through hip hop.
For me,
why?
I won't even talk like what Jay-Z has done in the past or who he is, like as Jay-Z didn't play a role. But if he didn't drop at all, obviously he wouldn't be in this. This is the top 10 rappers of 2022. Yeah. So because of the two, you won't know which ones you're talking about, Neck and Wrist with Push and then the God Did verse. Yeah. Because of those two, and because it's Jay-Z and you know what it is, I had to have him in the top 10. Like, Jay-Z dropped, he's in the top 10. Are you dumb?
I said just like that. Based on your order, you couldn't put him higher, would you?
I don't think. Well, I could have been. You know, I could have. Nah, Jay-Z's 10. 9. I had Conway, bro. I said it in the video. I'll spoil the video a little bit. The top 22. I said that in my opinion, he dropped his most complete work. I wasn't ready to call it his best yet. Still not quite ready. I've been listening to some Conway recently, but he was impactful and he was Conway. Yeah. And it was him at his most complete. I've seen him as an artist, so he's there at 9. 8 is the cheat code, bro. Like JID, I wanted to put him higher. I really did, but then I really thought about the rest of the names. But JID is right there at number 8. He's in the top 10 comfortably. Let me say that 8 might seem a little high, but he's there comfortably. His drop was highly anticipated, and he lived up to it. We know about the technical side, what he does. That's known. 6 Rome Streetz. I feel like he put me on notice. He put a lot of people on notice this year. It's 6, but he's moving with a bullet, bro. It's and yeah, that's a bar a little bit too. But yeah, 5 K. Dot, he came back and he dropped. 4 Ransom, for all the reasons you mentioned. Ransom is Ransom. Consistency. Every time he drops, you know, like you could put the mortgage on Ransom on what, you know what I'm saying? Like you could bet it. That consistency is crazy. Yeah. Like, so it's Ransom. 3 Black Thought because of cheat codes and because it's Black Thought. Like,
he's a cheat code too. Bro.
This when I went, my first category was the technical side. Black Thought, like, is different. 2 Lupe Fiasco. That drill music in Zion and how casually he dropped that. Yeah. And it being that dope for how easy it seemed for him. It just I had to have him in the top 3. It was a fight between him and Black Thought for me, but you could call me biased. I gravitate more towards Lupe in that way. And then 1 is Nas, bro. I've said I feel like he's at his best right now, and he's already been in people's top 5, top whatever. It's Nas, bro. Yeah. So yo, our lists are a bit different. So like, is there anything you want to press me about? Like people that should be there that you not Nas being 1, you have a problem with that?
I'm not that I have a problem with it. Nas could be anywhere in that list as long as he's there because he dropped this year. But I'm saying, why over Lupe? Why didn't Lupe get the number 1?
I feel like Nas, probably because of the run. Nas had a run, and then this is the most recent thing of that run. The run has been more impressive. Like,
so he had
the trilogy match, and so to top it off with 3 King's Disease 3, like it's like, you know, Lupe just popped up and dropped something dope and crazy. Yeah, but I had to give the edge to Nas. For real.
Fair. Would you take off Jay-Z for anyone that is on my list that you didn't mention?
No. I do want to say though. Not
even King Los.
I was about to get to that. I do want to say I slept in. I didn't sleep on the King Los project. We were very much present for that. The reactions available. But when I was making this list, because I didn't even have him in my honorables, bro. Like my honorable mentions, I didn't even have his name there, so I slept.
Yeah.
And as soon as you mentioned, I was like, yes, King Los dropped, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't think Westside Gunn is 2, bro.
You don't think?
I don't think Westside Gunn is 2,
bro,
dog. I don't see it.
Even if it's me,
I don't see it, bro. I don't see him being 2, bro.
That's how I felt, bro.
I don't see Westside Gunn being 2.
That's how I heard the music. The man just retired.
Jeez.
This is his gift. I'm giving him. And I feel that way too, bro. I honestly feel like he was 2 for me, bro.
There's no Pusha T on your list. That's crazy.
There is no Pusha T. Lupe should have been on my list as well.
Who you taking off for Lupe?
I'd take off Drake for Lupe.
That makes sense.
That
makes perfect sense.
I didn't even have to look on my list.
So you put Lupe at 9? Or would you move the list around?
I would be happy. I would definitely move the list. I would move the list around, but just to have him there, I put him at 9, bro.
Honorable mention. I literally just added Los to my list, so it's there now. When you mentioned him, I added him to my honorables real quick. So King Los is there. 38 Special is there as well. I couldn't find a spot for. I wasn't gonna take off. So 38 Special had a dope year as well, bro. That dude's different.
Hey, you didn't mention your guy.
My God.
Westside Boogie. What happened?
Okay.
Not even in the honor.
Here's the thing.
Not even in the.
Here's the thing. And that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. Shit. And watch me spin this. Try to. All right. No. Here's the thing. In my list of best albums, he is present. Y'all can see the video to see where he's at, but he's there.
Okay.
My thing is, like I said, when I gave the categories for best rapper, there's no way to spin this shit. Fuck.
Man said
there's no way to spin this shit. My brain was working trying to find something.
I was waiting. I thought you were gonna say
I'll
since I already mentioned him in
you're right.
Albums. Honorable mentions at least.
No.
He dropped a whole freestyle too. I think he dropped 2 freestyles. No. I feel like he dropped on Hot 97 and LA Leakers.
Bro, I can't give him a spot.
Honorable mentions, fam.
No.
Put him in the
honorable
subs.
mentions for sure. Cool. But honorable mentions. And
you won't even take out Jay-Z.
I would like to.
He refused, bro.
It's crazy. Yo, I would like to say, as the conversation kept going, Westside Boogie's name would have came up, but I can't put him in the top. I want to, bro. What I heard from Jay-Z was insane. Like
it was the impact. You mentioned impact.
Yeah, and it was just wild. It's not just me being biased. I feel like he deserves to be there at 10. I truly do.
I can't knock it, bro.
9, Conway. We already spoke about that. JID, Push, Rome Streetz, Kendrick. I can't leave Kendrick out.
You considering that? You stopped there.
I stopped there, but I'm like, no, I can't leave Kendrick out. Ransom, I can't. Black Thought, I can't. Lupe Nas, I'm sorry, bro. Shit, it's fucked up. I hate that you called me out on that. That's crazy. Why did you even catch that?
I had to, bro.
The Westside Boogie, the most honorable mention. The most honorable.
I do like your list. That Jay-Z. I understand it.
I'm standing on that. I'm standing. I get why it could appear crazy, but I'm standing on it. Like it's.
I mean the impact, bro.
Like, bro. Like if Jay-Z had dropped, but he had dropped. I know I said, oh, Jay-Z dropped. He's there. I was clowning. But if he had dropped and it was just on some normal shit, like regular, just some, if possible, that's possible. If it had been like that. But when shit moves, when what you drop moves shit around, like what the God did verse did, like bro, all of hip hop was talking about that.
Every
like
single hip
hop
rapper, every rapper,
and then Neck and Wrist to a lesser scale, but people will still.
I agree.
Feast your eyes.
The piece unique.
It's Sapphire, like bro, come on, like Jay-Z's 10, and y'all lucky he's only 10. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Nah, I'm there with it. Bro.
I'm cool with the list, bro.
Yeah, dope list. I've seen some crazy lists, dog.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me find. There's this crazy list I saw.
Like who? I want to.
There. Hold on. It was B-Dot, I think it was that posted it.
B-Dot always has these.
So this guy goes,
lists. But it's his list though. That's the thing. That's the only thing that saves him.
I feel it. So it says based on skill, performance, and presence. Okay. Cool. He had 10. Wayne. None of us mentioned Lil Wayne.
What did he, other than the guy did verse. Did I miss something?
Didn't he have features? Or am I thinking the year before? I swear Wayne had a few features last year. In addition to that God did verse. But yeah, so then he had Ransom.
Okay.
That's, 8 was Drake. You had Drake at 9. 7 was Kodak Black. So far we got Kodak Black over Drake, Ransom, and Wayne. 6 he had 21 Savage. Preference. Okay. 5 JID. 4 was Kendrick.
Yeah.
3 J. Cole.
What did
Johnny P's Caddy?
Okay, that was a great verse.
And a couple of the little features as well. But I don't think y'all know Cole's one of my favorites. I didn't even mention Cole because he wasn't there enough. Like
but he mentioned presence. Like I don't feel as much of a J. Cole presence this year. I mean, he was there and here and there.
Yeah,
but I didn't feel. Nah.
I feel like this gonna be the year for Cole to. I feel like Cole gonna make some noise this year.
And this high?
Three's wild. Three's wild. 2. I feel like this has to be a troll. Like Gucci.
Hey.
Shout out to Gucci.
Shout out my nigga Gucci.
No, but yeah, Gucci at 2. That's crazy. And then Push at 1. I'm not mad at Push at 1.
That's an interesting list though.
It is.
I don't know what Gucci dropped for him to be number 2.
Gucci drops like it feels like I don't listen to much Gucci. I'm gonna keep it real, but he probably dropped like 20 albums this year, and I don't even know about the shit. Like,
hey, that you mentioned, you know who did drop a lot of albums that I didn't mention, but I did think of, NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah,
that man dropped 7 albums, bro.
I don't listen,
and I swear he dropped one yesterday, January 8th. He did. He dropped one yesterday, bro. That man
he dropped one yesterday? Yeah, he be working. He got married recently too.
Oh yes,
this man is doing everything. Beat a case too.
He did.
Like,
oh yeah.
He beat a serious. He beat a crazy case.
Who's on his team,
bro? He's working.
That man's working.
He needs to put out an energy drink.
that shit would go, bro. That shit would go.
That shit would sell.
I'd buy it. I swear I'd buy it.
Yo, every young boy gotta put out a fucking energy drink.
No,
hell no.
I know he come up with a crazy name,
bro.
Too.
What? That shit would sell. That shit would sell.
Holy, how you think of that, bro?
That's the first thing that came to my mind, bro.